Flash technique number 6. Sun as your main, flash to reduce the shadows. Now, what does that mean? Well, sometimes when you're shooting outdoors and it's bright sun, that sun is so bright, I don't like to fight it. I like to let it be the main light. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my flash to reduce the shadows on the subject that the sun creates. And so this has a very powerful effect to it because you can create studio type fashion images outdoors and it appears as if you could be using 2 side lights, but you're not. You're just using well, yes, you are using 2 side lights, but the sun is 1 light and then your flash comes in as the other light. Or what you could do is have the sun as the main, and sometimes that sun is so powerful that it creates very deep shadows. And sometimes it looks cool and artsy, other times you might want to take it out, right? And so it just depends on your vision, but I want to give you all the tools, right? And how to do everything. So let's go to this next photo. I was at the Great Wall of China. And I'm doing this shot and the sun is very, very intense. And so what do? My basic rules, the subject's nose to the light. So the sun is nose to the light, but what's happening is that sun is side light and creates a very deep shadow on the side of her cheek. So I said, well, that's kind of a cool look, but I don't know, those shadows could be a bit distracting because it's such a strong contrast between highlight and shadow, and the shadows are very sharp. Let me see if I can take a shot like this, use my flash on the other side to take away the shadows. And so you can see on this next shot how I use the flash to open up the shadows on the other side to create more of a fashion look and 2 side lights. And so this way, I'm letting the sun do all the heavy lifting and being the main light because sometimes it's just so strong. You know what, sun? You go ahead and be the main light. I'm going to control the shadows and the other part of the subject with my flash. And so therefore you're using 2 light sources all the time. The sun as one, as your flash as the other. Let's go to another setting in Hawaii. Now this first shot, I'm just using natural light only. I'm just using the sun. And so I had her pointing towards that sun. Now, a lot of times models may get somewhat annoyed when you're always telling them to point their nose to one part of the light all the time. And a lot of times they want to move and do something different, but you're always saying, oh, nose to the light, nose to the light. In this case, I can tell that she was getting a little bit bored just posing that way all the time. I wanted to give her full freedom. So what I did was, okay, I'm going to let you do whatever you want. And so therefore, I have to have light on both sides, on the right of her and to the left of her. I let the sun be 1 light to the right. I set up my other flashes to the left of her, and I could illuminate both sides. So no matter which way she was looking, I had light and it wouldn't matter, and I could give her freedom to do whatever pose she wanted to do. So you can see this next photo. The waves were kind of coming up around her. She happened to be looking dead at the camera. And boom, I got this fantastic shot that has this real fashion feel to it, but I'm in the outdoors. So that's a great effect. Here's another shot. I'm also in Hawaii with all these banyan trees, which have these huge like branches hanging down from the tree, which is very interesting. And she's lit, the sun is out. And as you can see that first black and white picture, that is the sun. And I took a few shots just like that for the drama. And then the sun dropped a little bit because maybe some clouds came over it. And it was giving me some very even light on my subject. And so I go, oh, that's perfect. I'm going to let the sun light up my subject and I'm going to use my flash as backlight. And so you can see the next photo, the color photo, and it has a very interesting look to it. Because usually this type of look, you're in a setting where it's not so organic. It's usually in a studio. It's a high fashion look, but I'm using it in an environment that looks very organic, but giving it a high fashion look. And that's why I like this photo. I'm just using one light, the sun as my main light, and I'm setting up just one light, the flash on the other side. Here's another effect that you can do. Sometimes you don't have to take out all the shadows. You can just reduce them. And so I'm in Jamaica here, and we found this girl at our hotel. She was a hostess there, and she was so pretty. I go, hey, could you go out and model for us? And she agreed to come out and model for us, and we had some dresses that she was wearing. I was like, yeah, you look like a Jamaican queen. Why don't you just stand there and look very regal and your nose towards the light and just close your eyes. And I loved how I positioned her face right where that sunspot was. But the problem was the sun was so bright, those shadows became too deep and dark. So I go, well, I like the shadows on her, but I don't like it that strong. So I just took my flash and I fired it at the shadows, not to completely eliminate it for a fashion feel, but just to reduce it so it doesn't distract from my subject. This is a technique that you can use by letting the sun be your main light and then use your flash to simply control the shadows and give you the look that you want. And so let the sun take over, be the main, and use your flash to control the shadows, and you can create different looks. You can create a high fashion look, or you can just simply reduce shadows with it to give you a more of an organic look also. Two different looks by using this technique.